Sanbanane guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of the Matsai sisters. Now guys, I am going to critique this episode because I felt like when the show started, it started on a high note. We were like, who are these sisters? We wanted to know a lot about them. And then as time's going on, it's like angazi ukuthi whether I want to say they or the people who are editing, it's like the content ayihlangani, because it's like they just telling the sisters take content of whatever, but when they're editing and bringing those smallanyana snippets together, like I not direction, guys. This episode was just all over, and I just felt like, what are we doing here? Like, what's going on here? Like, rather, like, I didn't get it, you guys. But anyway, we are here for a review and to talk about the latest episode. So let's get right into it. So, firstly, the episode opens up with Uzandile, with actually Ubusi coming into the house saying ukuthi hey uvele roots ukhathele in any, and Uzandile is like, listen, we are going to the fashion, to that beauty school, so that they can enroll and find out more information. Remember Ubusi last week, she said she's ready to be a businesswoman. So Uzandile is kind of keeping her accountable, and they're going to do that. They go out, like, that's basically it, the whole episode, guys. They go out and we never ever see them again. We never ever see them befika laphana ukuthi kuhambe njani, in nothing, and it ends like that. Next scene we see Uphumzile. It's Uphumzile's big day. Listen, the wait is over. She is now officially a homeowner, you guys. She got her keys, so let's put some respect on her name. We know what Uphumzile, guys, she has been through a process of buying a house, and now everything is went well. The house is registered in her name. So we saw a snippet where she was going to fetch the keys, you guys, taking pictures, and that was cute. Then I get next thing we see Utobo. Utobo is teaching her students musical instruments. Remember Utobo, she plays an instrument. Their father was actually a he was a musician that was well known. So she teaches children violin, and I don't know what's those other things that look like trumpets came. So she teaches them that, and she was saying ukuthi, like, these kids, they're not doing this music ngoba bethanda, they are being forced. And she believes ukuthi when you teach children music, we are doing it for discipline, because she says every day these children at 7 p.m. they need to practice low music, and she says that it also creates harmony in the home. Now guys, I just want to comment a little bit on this, because I think it's so important, guys, especially if you're a person staying in South Africa eKasi. If you're not staying eKasi, then I guess some people, they can afford to take their children to have extra mural activities, you guys, where ingane may phuma esikolweni, there's other activities that they can do. But if you don't have, guys, leyo mali, you need to force, and I'm gonna say force because this is my opinion, you need to force your children to do something, guys, because niyabona ukuthi abonyawo pezi bangakanani, niyabona ukuthi nesikole ukuthi ngaphakathi nje inyawo iyangena ngaphakathi. So I loved what she was doing for those children, because it seems like it was not only her own children but students as well, guys. It does keep children disciplined, whether it's soccer, whether it's netball, whether it's something, guys, just ungenisa ingane yakho, whether it's free, whether it's instruments, ungenise in something, guys, that's going to keep them busy. Because this world that we are living in, guys, if you're going to allow your child to have a lot of free time doing nothing, they're going to end up being in trouble. So I loved that. I loved the concept of teaching a child, because it's not only about them becoming musicians, it's not about that, but it's about the discipline that it teaches the child. So I loved that. We also see next another scene where Uphumzile, she's going out to see Ama sponsor. Remember Uphumzile, guys, she has a company called Stuza Fabulous. So she's looking for sponsors for this company, so she's pitching them. Uphumzile, she calls herself a professional beggar, that outside of the work that she does, she's a professional beggar. She goes out and she begs for sponsors for her events. So may I feel laphaya niyabachazela ukuthi, listen, Like they said, like when I grew up, I was rejected a lot, so I know what it was like to be rejected. I always wanted to be a model, but there was never a platform for me. Eventually, she did join modeling, but she never won it. And she was saying, "Muti, it was not about winning for her, but it's what it did for her self confidence." So that's how she started Istudla Fabulous. It's for Inganes that are studlas that want to do something that is considered unconventional just because of their weight. She also says that she wants to start inviting disabled children to do that. And I think that is such a beautiful concept, you guys. But she was asking for sponsors. So that meeting went really great, you guys, because those people she was speaking to, they said, listen, we will see which is sponsorisha kanjani, whether it's through ama refreshment, whether it's through ama banner or whatever, but we will support you. So uphumzile said ukuthi uzobona ngabo ukuthi kuhamba kanjani. I can. Then last scene, guys, which I guess they were hoping ukuthi this scene was going to be like the meat of today's episode, which it kind of was, but I'm just like, we could have easily done without this episode. I felt like maybe it takes, I don't know, you guys, but I'm just like, it was just all over. It was like one thing already from what I explained. To Zandile Nobusi going to beauty school, to Pumzile going to get her keys, to Toe. Like, there's no storytelling that is engibonayo mean. I get last scene we see Ubusi, she is having a family meeting, guys, about Umangoba. Umangoba is Ubusi's son. He is 9 years old. She says Ubuti she was called by the teacher esikolweni saying that Umangoba peluya hluphe last scene. The teacher was saying Ubuti he even disrupts other children, not only the teacher. So the teacher was saying Ubusi Ubuti she needs to look into this in a traditional way. So that's why Ubusi is having a meeting with the family, I guess, to speak about this. So unokuzana Ubusi, she goes on to explain ukuthi phela mina ngihambile ngayohlola, and where I went when hlola bangitshelile ukuthi amadlozi from my side and from uManqoba's father's side are not happy. She explains her story ukuthi phela ugogo kaManqoba, which is from the father's side, she came, guys. She came and said, listen, I do want to do the right things traditionally for the child, but okwamanje anginawo amandla, so bengisacela ukuthi ingane ishintshe isibongo, and then mese ngi-right ngizobuya ngenza izinto ezi-right. Ugogo wakhona-ke, from that time she came and visited them. She never came back again. It's been 9 years. So Ubusi she took ugogo's word for it. She changed the child's surname without umsebenzi being done. So that's what they say ukuthi inkinga ilapho ke. Ugogo is not saying anything about coming back to to come and pay amalobolo for ingane, but Ubusi is saying ukuthi manje selafuna ukwenza umsebenzi, and lo msebenzi that she wants to do, she wants to change uManqoba's surname back to Matsai's surname, because she can see ukuthi uManqoba's family, dad's family, they're not doing the right things. I get Ulokuzana-ke uMakabusi, the Matsai sister's mother, in her diary session, she says ukuthi this child uManqoba, he's going through a lot. She says ukuthi when she speaks to the child says ukuthi akabone bhodini. Guys, you can't see the board, and sometimes he even takes her glasses to school because you can't see on the board. But anyway, uThobo then suggests ukuthi hi Abusi, I think before you even wenze nomsebenzi and change the child's surname back to Matsai, call ugogo kaManqoba and ask her ukuthi hayibo qhubekani in ini. Now there's division amongst the sisters. You know ukuthi there's sometimes ones who are agreeing, others who are not agreeing. So some of the sisters, they're like, yes, call ugogo wakhe and ask her ukuthi qhubekani before wenza lo msebenzi, in case it makes people fight for nothing. Abanye la are saying ukuthi hayi ungamfoneli in 9 years yonke bebethuleleni, just go ahead and change the child's surname and what and all of that. I think what uThobo was saying is the right, guys. Sometimes you know ukuthi abantu are not going to do the right thing, but you need to give people the benefits of the doubt so that kusasa bebebuya and they're like, no, when washintshe ingane isibongo, that's why izinto zingahambi right. You can say ukuthi hayi phela nina nganinikeza a chance and you guys did not do right. So if you just keep quiet and do things the way you see is right, guys. Like you're giving people like a platform to point fingers at you. And at the end of the day, if she's really saying this is for the child, then she needs to humble herself in a sense, even though she's not the one in the wrong, and just ask the question to Wuti, then alubuzu Wuti, what's gonna go on? Are you guys going to lobola ingane or what's going to happen? But uThoko, she also says ukuthi mina diblame umama. She says she blames her mother for the way things went because Ubusi, when she fell pregnant, she was only 19 years old. She was a child. So she said, uThoko was saying, zonke izulane zala ekhaya zibizwa nguMatsai, not their father's surname. So she feels like it's the mother's fault because the mother never stood her ground and said, listen, let's go to these children's fathers' families and go and find out to why bengahlawuli in order for the children to take their father's surnames. Hey guys, kuningi la kwaMatsai, but at the end of the day, you can't always. Yes, our parents failed us in some sort of way, and chances are, if you are a parent, you are also going to fail your child in some sort of way. But you can't be holding on that forever, guys. At some point, you need to say, okay, she didn't do umawam or my father didn't do the right thing, but I need to do it now for the sake of this child. But yeah, guys, that's basically the recap of the episode. And I'm just like, guys, like I am so disappointed because I'm just like bring us more. Bring us more. So I'm not so sure if it's the Matsai sisters and their content or it's the people who are editing or what. Because maybe even the producers, Angiti, they can create a narrative and say, "Wusi, have a meeting about this, or something," but it just looks like I will vlog. Anyway, guys, let's park it right here. Tell me your thoughts on this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.